I'm so excited. We've done some really cool things in this organization, but one of my greatest passions is really health, wellness. And I've been thinking a lot about this because we understand that how somebody shows up at work and how they show up at home, they're so interrelated, and that if something's going on over here, it's going to impact here and vice versa. And so as I've thought about this journey for health and wellness and what I can do to give back to our organization, I found two old friends, kids, Drew, Sarah Melorano. Introduce yourself and what your specialty is.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to first of all say thank you so much for having us out here. This is such a privilege. It's such an honor to be at such a well-respected company. So definitely appreciate that. My name is Drew Melorano. I am a former Division I college football player. I went to the University of Dayton. Go Flyers. Sometimes you see them in March Madness. One of the things I studied when I was there in undergrad was psychology. Did that while playing sports. And then moved on to get my master's in counseling at Lindenwood University. So I've been in the field for a while. And I have a huge passion for helping people dealing with anxiety, dealing with stress, performance anxiety. I also like to work with athletes, which I think is really, really cool. And yeah, this has been such a great field that's full of, I don't know, just is very privileged and very fun.
Fantastic. And we'll go deep on some questions. I just have a couple questions reserved for you. But Sarah, introduce yourself. What are your specialties?
My name is Sarah Melorano, like Mark said. I am Drew's little sister. I'm sure you guys got that. But so I actually went to school for education. I was a first grade teacher, and I quickly realized I love teaching and I love coaching, but I wanted to do something that I really was passionate about, which was nutrition, fitness, all those things. So I actually left the classroom, went back to school, got my certifications in functional nutrition, holistic health coaching, personal training, and that's what I really am passionate about. So it's so transferable. Teaching is so transferable outside of the classroom because food and nutrition and psychology are so interconnected. It's how you feel every single day in the workplace, outside of the workplace. And my minor at school was psychology, so I had to follow in brother and mom's footsteps. But it's really all connected, and I'm so passionate about helping people feel their best from the inside and out. And I'm so thankful to be here with you, Mark.
Appreciate it. And then, look, equally, this is going to be a win-win for everybody in our team. The cadence will be 30 minutes at our fourth Tuesday of the month at the Alt Team Huddle. This doesn't relate to just our agents, just to operations. This doesn't relate to our children, our family. No, this is for everybody. And ultimately, the goal here is if we can inspire individuals on our team just to eat a little bit better, manage their stress a little bit better, work out a little bit better. What resonated with me when we met the first go-around is you all aren't looking to be a bat out of hell for our team. You guys are just looking, and we talk about atomic habits. We talk about James Clear. Look, just incremental changes. So we're going to start small, and we're going to start with just minor changes, and that they can implement on a daily basis. Is that right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And from there, we're then going to build on that. So quick question for you, Drew.
Yep.
So we have agents that are excelling, and we have agents that are struggling. And so ultimately, if we were to really catch a vision of where you're going to go with this on the most granular basis, an agent or operations, somebody's struggling.
Yeah.
Where do they go with that? Where is the most minor building block?
I think one of the biggest things, and this is one of the things I talk about with clients, is let's just get an understanding of what's going on. Let's have an awareness. One of the things I'm really passionate about is the power of perspective, right? So like how you see a situation, and more importantly, how you respond to a situation is going to be massive in the results and the outcome of what's going to happen.
Fantastic. So we have the perspective. We understand. Now, we're not going to go deep into perspective on every individual agent or operations. This is going to be just global.
Right.
But when somebody understands what's happening,
yes,
then what do we do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we can start to kind of break it down, right? When we can understand what's going on, we can then start to catch what's happening, we can challenge what's happening, and then we can change what's happening. I call it the 3 C's. And I think by following that, you can radically change how you see your perspective and shift it to something that's a little bit more healthy and a little bit more productive.
And is this just a couple different perspectives that can be implemented, and if they can reframe and it can change their day, their life in a timely manner? Because we're not looking for long solutions that are going to take 10 years.
Right. Yeah, I think, these are very, very minor things. And, we are big on health and, fitness and working out. I like to think of the brain similarly like you would train any other muscle. The more practice and the more time you spend doing it, the better you're going to get. Absolutely, it starts small, but then it becomes a little bit easier and you get a little bit stronger at it.
Fantastic. What are we going to see in the health and wellness area?
Yeah.
So what are you talking about in eating? Right?
Yeah.
People under stress and duress tend to eat bad. Mm-hmm. What does that look like?
Yeah. So my whole philosophy with food is single ingredient foods. That's food that is from the earth. A sweet potato, 1 ingredient. Meat, 1 ingredient. If we can have our plate be single ingredient foods, it fuels our body to heal itself, to fuel our brain right. And similarly to what Drew's saying, we have to work our brain. Our brain is connected to our gut. People say our gut is our second brain because everything you're feeding yourself is connecting your cells, your brain, your energy, your sleep, your focus. It is all connected. And my whole philosophy is how you eat is how you're going to feel. So, that impacts inflammation, focus, all those things is single ingredient foods. That's the first step. And it's not hard. It's a very simple change. Your plate, single ingredient foods, and we start from there and we build on from there.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. What about working out? Yeah. What does that look like?
Yeah.
So from a health and wellness, mind, we're talking about body, eating. Yeah. What about physical, working out?
Yeah. And I tell people, start basic. That might be a 30-minute walk. You just get your body moving. Whatever that is, every single day, get your body moving. Helps your neurotransmitters, which is a big psych thing. Yeah. Serotonin, dopamine. You got to get your body moving. It helps release stress. It is fundamental along with the mind and the food. And so, start small. That might be 30 minutes walk. Add a pair of wrist weights or add some dumbbells into 15 minutes. But we have to start moving our body in whatever way that you can.
3 interrelated things in health wellness: mind, body, muscle, strength. Look, I think it's an exciting journey. I'm thrilled to have you both. I think there'll be you guys talking about things, but there'll also be question and answer too. Absolutely. So I want to change people's lives here, and we just want to do our little part.
That's right.
But I can't thank you enough. I'm so pumped. This was just a little introductory so the team can learn who you are. We're excited to see you.
Woo!
Gellman, thank you.